YouTube. If you have a home studio like myself, one of the things that we are most excited about is Black Friday, because we can buy all the plugins and equipment we want at a discount. I'm going to show you in this video all the plugins I got for this year's Black Friday. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with Waves. Every year Waves has amazing deals. So I bought 3 plugins for $50 plus the free plugin this year, which was IDX. And I already did a video showing the Waves IDX plugin, so check that out. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. All right, one of the other plugins I got for this year's Black Friday with Waves was something that was long overdue, but I got the RVox. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so that's a gate. It's good to know. I don't need a gate. I already used the gate coming in, so.
Addicted to you and all of your blue sentiments, 'cause I don't care about what we must go through, 'cause you are my blue. When you walk in the room, 'cause you never leave again. I don't know what I would do in the room, 'cause you never leave again. I don't know what I would do.
That does some work, so that's RVox. For this next plugin, we're going to look at the doubler plugin from Waves. Now, I use doublers a lot. They're a good way to expand your vocal, so you can get a little bit more of a stereo range, a little bit more of a wider vocal. And how I do that is by making a parallel bus, or a bus with a parallel compressor. And in that compressor, I'll go ahead and make a vocal double. Like in this case here, you see we have this bus here where I'm sending my main vocal to. The vocal doubler I've been using thus far has been Izotope's free vocal doubler, but certain artifacts that I just don't like about this vocal doubler, I'll use it if I have to, but I don't always prefer it, and then we'll mix it to taste. So let's put it back to like 0.
Our love is primal, Amazon. If you don't get the best, I'ma care on. These dudes too cheap like Timu. Who knew I'll cut through like onomatopoeia on a sword? Sheen. Any team, elite group, or affiliation, don't matter who you pick, the best is me.
Right? Again, like I said, Izotope's vocal doubler is my preference. Let's go ahead and use my new plugin in the Waves doubler here.
Our love is primal, Amazon. If you don't get the best, I'ma care on. These dudes too cheap like Timu. Who knew I'll cut through like onomatopoeia on a sword? Sheen.
This next plugin, I'm absolutely... What's going on, YouTube? Hey, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share, put this video in your mom's fridge. It all helps. Back to the video. Excited for... I've been wanting a plugin like this since I've heard of Soothe 2, but obviously can't afford that. This is the Waves Curve Equator, and if I would have bought the plugin not on Black Friday, it would have been about the same price as the 3 plugins for $50 deal that I got on Black Friday. So the Waves Equator, obviously, you know what this plugin does. It's like Soothe 2. It basically attacks harsh frequency ranges. It's like a dynamic EQ. So I have this vocal here. We'll listen to it before Curves EQ and Curves Equator and see what we can do after Curves Equator. This is it before.
My favorite thing is when you smile, throw your head back, curls bouncing like they played a game of hopscotch. Height small, but nothing to scoff at.
All right, so we're going to start the plugin on 0 and just kind of work our way in.
My favorite thing is when you smile, throw your head back, curls bouncing like they played a game of hopscotch. Height small, but nothing to scoff at. All in all,
there's still that warmth here that I want to get rid of, so let's see if we can take that out. All right, also can learn. Let's learn. Let's do that.
My favorite thing is when you smile, throw your head back, curls bouncing like they played a game of hopscotch. Height small, but nothing to scoff at. All in all, think beauty resolved to reserve all its power, then it held it quite tightly, dead center its palm. Sweating ready to unleash it on your existence. In depth of creation, Almighty God took his patience. My favorite thing is when you smile, throw your head back, curls bouncing like they played a game of hopscotch. Height small, but nothing to scoff at. All in all, think beauty resolved to reserve all its power, then it held it quite tightly, dead center its palm. Sweating ready to unleash it on your existence. In depth of creation, Almighty God took his patience. My favorite thing is when you smile, throw your head back. Girls bouncing like they played a game of hopscotch. Height small, but nothing to scoff at. All in all, think beauty resolved to reserve all its power, then it held.
I think this is definitely a really nice tool. This could definitely help attack. It's like a multi-band EQ slash dynamic EQ all at once. I think it could really work for these vocals that are harder to tame with cheaper microphones. And even if you have more expensive equipment, it could really get the job done a lot easier. I don't think you can solely rely on this plugin to handle everything, but I think it's a nice plugin within a chain to accomplish a goal. Let's get back to the plugins I bought for Black Friday. All right, for this next plugin, we got RC20. Another plugin I was really excited to get for a while. It's usually $100, so on Black Friday, I was able to get it half off. Let's go. Let's hear RC20 on this sample. Listen to the sample by itself. Right? That's it before RC20, and then we'll put RC20 on the sample. We'll go to a preset. Well, let's see what vinyl sounds like. Right? Just what you would expect. Some noise. Let's hear digital texture. With the beat. All right, so going on to the next couple plugins that we got. These are actually the last three. We got OCS from Spectral along with Spacer. And then from Waves Academy, we got Magic 7. These three plugins you might still be able to get for free now. Check the links below. These last three plugins we're going to use all in this one session. Let's listen to the beat before we use any of these three plugins, and then we'll see what we can do with them. All right, so that's what the beat sounds like. Let's see what we can do with these plugins then. So on the first melody here, this key section, this is where we're going to use OCS. Let's listen to what this sounds like before we add OCS. Right, so far all it has on it is this reverb from UAD. Let's go ahead and put OCS on it. So right now, I kind of have this set. Settings I did myself, but just to see what we got going on, you got wow rate, which controls the weight of the wobble, if you see there, and then you got the depth, you got flutter and flutter depth. So that's like how inconsistent the sine wave might be. Let's go ahead and turn that down. We also got noise. I like noise force, taking off a lot of the high end. It sounds more gray instead of white, if that makes sense. Distortion, got tube. Let's go soft clip. All right, let's go ahead and mix that in. All right, next sound we got here is this pad. This is what it will sound like. All right, so far we just have a compressor and this micro shift to kind of space it out. Let's see what we can do with spacer on it. So far this is the settings that we have for spacer. A lot of presets that Spectral gives you. So far, this is like a grain delay type setup that we got going on. This is what it sounds like right now. This is Eye of the Storm. Little space. Let's listen to it with the beat. For the last sound here within the beat, we're going to go ahead and take this sample. We're going to use Magic 7 from Waves Academy for this sample. So far, it sounds like this. Have a little break in there just for timing's sake. There, and this is what it sounds like after. And with Waves Academy, the Magic 7, we just went ahead, left the in and out the same. You have pre-delay at about 7 milliseconds. Took some of the low off, took some air off, doing 48% ensemble instead of flux. And about a little less than a mix, a little less than half mix with some smooth there. And this is what it sounds like after. Thanks for watching, guys.